like be anonymous and unrecognizable to the territorial bulls like in the herd and just like be safer because it's safer in a large group rather than like in the small groups where like you can be easily picked off. So yeah, they just like join in there and they're like, hey, I'm a girl, and like vibe with it until like probably something happens, like rutting season comes around, they like pop out real quick. But I thought that was really cool that they just like can't tell. Thank you. Within the like especially during rutting season, with the territorial bull males or just like in general, they hold daily challenge rituals like between the males, like the bachelor herd that's like trying to like compete and like get in there and like switch out. The rituals can last like between like half a minute and like 30 minutes. So there's a lot of there's like two main ways for this to start. The territorial bull male can like be eating grass and the other guy like walks up to him and apparently that's like the start of a ritual. He'll like start eating next to him and that's a confrontation. And the second one is when the territorial bull male is urinating, the other one will like stand next to him and he just goes, and then that's the start of confrontation. He just gives him a little side eye. I'm not kidding. So the like the daily challenge rituals can include like they like do butt sniffing. There's like a urine testing ceremony where he like looks at him while he's peeing. I'm sorry, it like freaks me out. Like, why does he do that?
What's
it puts him in
the purpose of peeing?
It puts him in a a confronting position, a confrontational position. Because like the man is like peeing. That's what they said. The man is like peeing, doing his business, and like if he's coming up to like look at him, he's like looking at his backside, and like they fight from the front. So like you don't want someone on your hind side, and so, like that's what it is. But it just like makes me feel weird that he's like looking at him peeing.
Because when you're urinating, right, you're in a pretty vulnerable position. So to have someone come up and like take advantage of your vulnerability, come at your weak side, that's a threatening thing to do.
Yeah.
Does that not have to do anything with hormones?
Not for males as
No.
much. I mean, it's percent marking as well, but the fact that it's a challenge has to do with the like approaching the weakness.
Yeah, and they like have these daily challenge rituals. Like it's a daily challenge ritual. Like they can happen like every day, and like multiple males can do it. So this male really isn't getting. The territorial bull male is like he's having a rough time. Let's be honest. So a lot of their behaviors can include like cavorting. We talked about this, like they jump up and like kick their legs. They do a lot of grunting, hiccoughs is what we're calling them. Hiccoughs.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was really interesting. They fight on their knees. They like kneel and they like push each other. They don't like they have their horns and like they said that they occasionally use their horns to like lift each other and like throw each other, but they fight on their knees and like just push each other. I was like, that is very interesting.
They'll sort of come at each other,
and then just,
right,
like,
head to head, and then immediately go down to their knees, and then try and push back and forth.
It's kind of like wrestlers.
Only the hind ones or like both?
Both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they come head to head.
Yeah.
So just they'll put both of their front legs down, back feet up, and then just try and get established.
and just like push.
Back
And I
and
was like,
forth.
yeah. So if the bachelor male is like really weak, that's like when one of the rituals can last like 30 seconds and he just like runs off.
Yep.
Or like if he's going strong, it can last a long time. Yeah, and so like losers essentially just like run away, and then they perform like submissive behavior to like the other males. Like if the territorial bull male is here, he has to like lower his head, he has to walk out his way, stuff like that. It said that like if they are fighting and like the weaker one goes down, it said it's very rare for them to like actually kill each other. Usually just like they'll let the one just like run away. And I was like, if he's getting in your business, kill him. But that's fine.
It's not the wildebeest way.
It's not what I'm saying.
Right. You're not like humans.
And then
On my way.
and then another interesting thing that Ashni and I were talking about is that they sleep in like they don't sleep in like a herd, like a messy herd. They like sleep in like I don't know what they call it. They had a specific name for it and I like didn't write it down. I'm so sorry. I really should have. But they sleep in like these very like distinct like
Parallel ranks.
yeah, parallel ranks is what they called it. So that if there's a predator at night, they all can like run because they say if you're like in a messy herd or like you're in a circle, the people in the middle can like get stuck and it's easier for them to die. And so they like sleep in these parallel ranks, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
It was cool.
ready to escape.
Yeah, they're always ready to escape.
Ready to kill Simba.
And then as for like sexual aspects, the females signal that they're in estrus by like holding their tail out a little bit. They also can urinate on demand, allowing the bulls to perform like a urine test to like taste it, make sure they're all ready and good. And they can, yeah, and with the males, they can mate they mate dozens of times, and like I was saying this earlier, they mate like 2 times a minute, which is. I said this earlier, the wildebeest are like one pump chumps. They just, you know, they just go dozens of times, a lot of times in a minute, man.
We now have that recorded forever.
I'm so sorry, wildebeest. I didn't mean to give you a bad rep. Oh my god, they did
so
kill.
many
They
of them,
did
so
kill
it's like one
Mufasa
bus-
though. So like, okay. However, to like signal the estrus, because it doesn't like, they say that they have to signal it. To stimulate and synchronize the estrus, the bulls will do this like calling out where they do like the loud hiccups and they like grunt and they like essentially just like scream, like not like screaming, but like they like do this loud cacophonous like thing and it like stimulates estrus for the women.
Sorry,
But like it's not only the territorial bull because obviously there's like a lot of females there and it needs to be like a loud cacophonous sound, and so like the bachelor herds will join the territorial bull and like make the sound together to like stimulate estrus. I thought that was very interesting.
So it's like the beginning of the rut. I don't know if you've been in Pennsylvania with elk. They like bugle
Yeah.
right when the males are ready, and it's kind of a similar thing with wildebeest where
Yeah, they just like
the sound
synchronize it up.
let the ladies know that
They're ready.
they're ready.
Can I interrupt you really quick?
Yeah.
I want to make it known I caught a fly, and it's tickling my hand. I want to show you guys that I actually caught a fly, and I'm gonna release it, but it's been tickling. Okay, ready? Everybody look.
Wow.
It was there.
How long have you been holding it?
Like a long time, like since the beginning of this presentation, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh my god. That's cool.
Yes.
And then I don't have too much left. As for like courtship, there isn't much to it. They just like there's a little urine test. And like sometimes the female will do like a low stretch and be like, I'm ready. But otherwise it's pretty much on the bull's like signal. He's like, I'm ready to go. He will go after the girl like when she's standing, when she's moving, when she's running, if she's jumping. Like if he's ready to go. But if she is moving too much, so if she is running or jumping, he will like hop off of her and essentially like have a temper tantrum, is what it said. They were like, he will start cavorting and grunting and like jumping around